There's some awesome old renders in the menus of Towers 2, the dwindling candle, lantern posts and shiny fountain. This is a very chill, very classic first-person dungeon crawler RPG, really cozy and midnight-ish, and coming out late and limited in the Jaguar's lifespan. I like how start and load are called incarnation and continuation. I respect that dumb renaming of stuff, as long as you know it's not something too esoteric like strength being potent solidity or some shit. So story goes, some powerful astronomer magic guy has fucked up anyone trying to scale his big ass tower to stop him from doing the evil magic and shit. So go climb that tower, Conan, and stab the bad dudes. It's preset characters time, and oh boy, what handsome fellas we got here, goddamn. But I just go with the stupid, big ass, ooga booga, big stick go bonk guy for action RPGs. If there's stats, I'm betting the house on strength. You can ask a few numbers worth of reroll here, which is quite nice. The dark cavernous visuals are really relaxing, real dingy and cozy like a cinema. The dark purple stones and random pillars, tables and cute 2D compressed ass looking furnishings, the torch graphics, the way they're not just a texture is cool. They burn and flicker with this warming yellow hue against cold brick slabs. The little windows too, that purple evening hazy mountain view, that same image appears on the map screen, which you'll be seeing a fuckload. The saving anywhere is great though, just be careful you don't loft sock yourself. On screen is your basic health and magic bars and compass. You open the menu, which is also how you activate the hand mode that lets you sort of pick up stuff and interact. It's your inventory and armor screen too, and on the opposite side is your portrait, which is funnily enough used for healing, as to heal you just up and drop food into your face hole. It's a pretty clever use of this random graphic, and it's also just kind of funny to dump tons of cheese into Conan's mouth. Oh, but you don't just eat to refuel, you need to sleep, and there's a dedicated sleep button. Just fucking up and lie down for a nap in the middle of a war zone full of knights and ninjas and shooting eyeballs. But really it's very convenient. Sleeping restores your health, but only if you've eaten. It's like you eat to build up the HP that you'll then recover once you sleep. All those little non-action mechanics like that are mapped to the number pad. The main face buttons are just for attacking, selection, inspection, and spellcasting. So all the stuff that you'll need in the heat of the moment. So yeah, this is probably the most fitting kind of game for this sort of number pad setup. In fact, this is basically the only RPG on Jaguar at all. So it's quite a special game in that regard. It gives this game a great sense of place on this console. I mean, it's a pretty good game anyway. It's a little awkward, but in that cool old first-person RPG kind of way. Like, I've no idea where to go, and I've collected all that I can on these floors, but I still ain't progressing. There's these tiny gold buttons to open up secret passages on random bits of the wall, but I've just found that they led back to places I've already been. Even used a cheat code to try and unlock the rest of the map, and yeah, I still kind of figured my way. I double checked places, but I just got no how idea to get beyond this room of rope ceiling pulleys. There's a whole 10 floors and I've only seen half of the first 2, and I was getting kind of into this as well, but still, it is an old RPG, so it's no doubt going to have some cryptic moon logic. Combat is real basic too, you just attack and watch your JPEG hands stab around a bit. You get up close and mash the button, and I find it helps to go in and out of the enemy and kinda keep distance when they move and then lunge in for one of the pokes in their face. It's basic and hella brute force, but I still quite liked it. The enemies running away like little terrified little children is pretty funny as well. Like how the movement speed is really fast and actually a little hard to steer, but I do like how your arms sort of trundle around in front of you as you jog. And some of the in-game text is also really funny when you like fail something, as they're just like so blunt about it. So yeah, you get spells via scrolls, you just also feed them to your man to learn the spells. And then they're interchangeable at any time via the inventory. I only got some basic projectile kinds, but they seem pretty cool. The first item in front of you when you start the game up also is the backpack, so Make sure you don't just ignore that like I did at first, as you'll have next to no inventory room at the start. There's all your usual keys for doors and useless shit like pots for throwing around and breaking, and man, I sure hope these aren't important for anything. And all these paper notes too, all sorts of clues and pointers and just funny signposts kind of stuff, and they make for pretty good breadcrumbs. The map layouts for the later floors, and you'll probably need them because the maps on the later floors get seriously damn cool and big, these really weird shapes and out there looking room layouts. So yeah, overall this game is fairly good, and most of its problems are just old RPG problems anyway. It's very primitive, but I really like its chill, slowed down, sleepy, late night classic fantasy ambience. Like playing D&D when you're camping or something like that. It's just nice. All the little rooms and details, like the goddamn toilet block. Yeah, it's a nice old RPG and a standout title on the Jaguar, if not anything too amazing. It really just makes me wish there was another RPG on this console.